Hey there, hunters. So if you can see behind me, I was out on a bike ride probably about a month and a half ago, and I discovered this place. Looks like it's been abandoned for probably, well, at least since the 90s anyway. I've been inside already, but we're gonna go in together and have a look and tell you what I found. So we'll see you inside. As you can see, it's pretty overgrown. You can barely see this place from the street. This is the front. So we're gonna go ahead and have a look inside. Now, the last time I was here, we still had power. And as you can see, it's pretty dark in here right now, but we do have some power. And this is the front entranceway. So let's see if we can light things up at all. You can hear that noise. There we go. So this is the dining area. There's all kinds of stuff in here. And you can hear the power running. That's the fridge. This little buffet area. Lots of stuff. Old memo pad. Looks like a picture in there. This place is a complete time capsule. I remember these from when I was a kid. Some plastic fruit. Old clock. We're gonna go back into the living room in a few minutes, but we'll start here. And you can see there's all kinds of stuff. And we do have some mold starting to form. Should probably have a mask on. Old phone book. Some newspapers. See if we can see a date on this. April 11th, 1994. So I'm pretty sure this place was left sometime in the mid-90s. Another old newspaper. See if we can find a date on this one. June 22nd, 1996. Lots of old calendars and just kinds of knickknacks and stuff. Some fake flowers. They certainly wouldn't be alive right now. Old leather jacket, which is kind of cool. Very retro. It's been sitting on that chair for quite a long time. So here's the kitchen. And as you can see, there's lots of stuff. Still have old china. Whoops. Some old glassware up in there. And there's some pretty cool knickknacks in here. Old collection of phone books. And that calendar has a date of 1972 on it. Lots of paperwork. I don't want to get too close to any of that because I don't want to show any names. Another old calendar. Lots of mail. So what I'm thinking is this was obviously a family home, and probably one of the owners passed away, and I would assume, just by kind of some of the things I've seen, it may have been the husband, and the widow was left behind because there's lots of women's clothing left in here. But I'm not 100% sure. Some old hats, lots of paperwork. few old medical bottles. And this is really cool. You can see the pictures. Probably some grandkids or maybe children of the people that lived here, and an old $5 bill, which is really cool. And the date on that $5 bill is 1986. We'll put that back. This is really cool. It's a pull-out range. And as you can see, as you can see, there's still lots of food and stuff left over. Some honey nuttos, I'm not quite sure what that is. Vegetable thins, looks like a box of cookies or something. Fudge cookies. Cool retro stove though. There's lots of animal feces, looks like mice or rats, I would assume. Plenty of pots and pans. Got a lot of spider webs kicking around in here too. This is one of my favorite things, this old radio. Now if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I have some pictures of this place that I posted from a couple months ago. Another old phone book. And then there's this cool little television. Lots of light bulbs and saran wrap and all kinds of kitchen stuff. And as you can see, some rodents have been in here making nests. Kitchenware and stuff, cleaning supplies. Old bottles. Kinds of goodies. Some more china and stuff. And this is the one thing that I thought was really cool, is this refrigerator. It's still working, and it's still full. Eggs, anyone? It's not very cold in here. So clearly it's probably run out of refrigerant or however that works, but and the freezer, I wasn't able to get this open. I think it's shut, I don't know, and I don't really want to open it because I don't want to see what's in there. So back in here it's kind of dark. There we go. The garage. And we have an old cabinet of some sort. Looks like got some old stuff in there. Looks like more cleaning products, some old calendars, a lot of paperwork, an old jacket. Another calendar. June 1997 and 1996. Don't know why anybody would keep those paper rolls, but Kleenex and all kinds of stuff. And the bathroom. It's like a powder room. Whole bottle of toothpaste. There's me. And just a lot of bathroom necessities. Some more medication, perfume, all kinds of good stuff. All the doors are locked on the outside. I was able to get in through the back, and I unlocked the front door. Lots of cobwebs, making my skin itchy. No light in the garage, and the basement is completely flooded, and there's no power down there. see, it's pretty roached. 19. Ooh. What's the date on this one? Oh, 1986. I did try to see if there was power in the garage, and there's not. It's kind of hard to see. I wish we could get some light. I wanted to try and open up that garage door, but not able to. I'm really surprised there's still power in here. Not something you would expect. Again, here's an old china cabinet. It's pretty cool. There's some stuff left over in here as well. Lots of neat stuff. Complete time capsule, this place. Makes you wonder what happened here. And the living room. Got some power in the living room, only one light bulb's working. Little couch. So this is the back door. It's like a patio setup. You can see the backyard is like a jungle. It's completely overgrown as well. Cool old fireplace. This is really cool. Old television. It's in a cabinet, which is kind of neat. A lot of people probably don't even know what this is. That's an old bank book. Everything nowadays is digital. And the last entry in that bank book, I had to look at this before. Let's see. It was 1970. And they had $37.80 left over. And this whole vacuum is super cool. There we go, a bit of a wider view. And this is a bedroom of some sort. Super old style photocopier and printer. Something you see in Staples, but it's quite a bit older. Lots of stuff on the bed. This is really neat. It's an old camera, I believe. Something along those lines anyway. And an old scooter, something for an elderly person. Lots of bags full of stuff. And that calendar says 1990. And there we go. You can see there's lots of clothing and stuff left over. Whoever this was didn't like to get rid of things. Very old school. I'm still blown away that there's power in this place. I wonder if this will turn on. No. Make sure we turn the lights off after we leave. And another closet with lots of stuff inside. Is a light in here? No, I don't think this one has a light in it. One of the doors has been taken off. Lots of old clothes and stuff. A little bookshelf. Pretty cool little picture there, very old school. A lot of garbage and debris on the floors. So we'll get some light going on. Another closet. Lots of storage space in this house. Some linens and stuff. You know, extra blankets, a few little alarm clocks, which are kind of cool, very vintage. That's the living room. We're gonna go in there. We'll do that last though. Little shelf with some trinkets on it. Very cool. And here's the bathroom. Very retro. Kind of a pinky peachish color. Lots of lighting in here though. There's no water. But it's like somebody just up and left. More rodents making some nests. An old bath bin, a wash bin, some toilet paper, pink toilet paper. It's unusual. Yeah. Toilet. Very cool place. And this, I believe, is the master bedroom. Like I said, I have been in here before, so I kind of know what's happening in here. Again, another closet, lots of clothing. Old suitcase, sweaters, lots of clothes everywhere. Nudie magazine. More old phone books. Little desk. One thing I did find is there's lots of cards and there is a few Christmas decorations actually. So whenever they did leave, it must have been during the holidays. Again, lots of boxes, lots of shoes, and women's clothing. Tons and tons of women's clothing. So there must have been a widow that was living here. And then when she eventually passed, it just was left empty. These drawers are pretty solid shut. Blankets. Pretty cool picture. Quite decorative frame too. There's lots of decorations on there. So this said it was $89 and that was back God knows when. So who knows what it's worth now. Little mannequin head with a wig on it. Super old school fan. I remember those when I was a kid. Bedside table. Lots of newspaper. Very, very cool. I don't want to get too deep into digging in for stuff because, you know, it was left and you don't want to disturb things too much. All right, now there is no light in the living room, unfortunately. So it's kind of hard to see. There's not a lot of daylight coming in here. Neat old picture. You can see the roof starting to cave in. But yeah, there's some Christmas decorations. Some old flowers. Clearly these people had a dog. There's a big dog bed there. Floor feels kind of soft. Lots of stuff left on this table though. But this clock is really cool. If you can see that. That's an antique, so I'm sure that's worth a few bucks. Some candle holders and all kinds of goodies. Double check and see if there's a light bulb in here. There is, but there's no power. Very, very cool. Old doorbell. Super retro. There's a lot more spider webs in here now than there was the last time I was here. Back to the front door. And you can see it's getting pretty bad in here. I'm surprised it hasn't been torn down yet. All right, well, we're gonna head outside and I'll show you a little bit on the outside, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this pretty cool time capsule. Okay, well, thanks for coming along with me on this little adventure. Super cool place. Lots of stuff inside. And we're hoping to find more of these, obviously. So stay tuned. Please subscribe and follow us. Like the video. We want to build this channel and try and bring you lots more content. Cheers. Thanks.